With me and Ricky Miller, it was kind of weird. I was making my pro debut, and I talked to the MFL about getting me a fight. And out of nowhere, Ricky Miller, it was on Facebook actually, jumped on Facebook and said, I'll fight you. So he called me out, and I accepted the challenge, and we agreed to a 155-pound fight. And I worked hard, flew out to California, trained with Team Black House and the Gracie Academy down there. And Ricky was training hard too. The problem was though, it was March 27th, I think the fight was. We went to make weight the night before the fight, and Ricky just never showed up to weigh-ins. So I put in a lot of hard work. I made the weight. I'm a big guy, and I cut a lot of weight to get to 155. I made the weight, and Ricky just never showed up, and he didn't even make. There's a 5-pound allowance. He didn't even make the 5-pound allowance, so it was really unprofessional on his part and a waste of my time. So the MFL acted like they didn't know what was up. I believed them. They tried making it right, so now I'm fighting Ricky at HFC 24 on June 6th, and there's a lot of animosity between my fans and his fans, and my people and his people. So right now I really don't like the guy, so it's gonna be a good fight. I'm sure after will be cool, but I don't think he likes me, and I definitely don't like him. So just get ready for June 6th. It's gonna be one hell of a show. My next fight's June 6th at HFC 24 in Valparaiso, Indiana. It's going to be a Black House invasion. I've been training hard, and it's against Ricky Miller. They call him Mr. Snuggles. And like I said, just the last question, it's going to be one hell of a show, man. I've been training my ass off. So they said he's been training hard too, so he better keep his chin down and his hands up, because I'm looking for his head. My training's been going exceptional. I flew out to California, Los Angeles to be specific, to train with the Gracie Academy. Here on Gracie hooked me up. He said I needed a team, and he hooked me up with Team Black House. Ed Soares called Thomas and let me know I was going to be an official team member. We flew out there and got ready for Ricky. I was out there for 5 weeks, and just to be a part of that, and to experience guys like Lyoto Machida, Anderson Silva, Mehdi Baghdad, James Muntasiri, Kevin Casey, the list goes on. Just to experience training with those guys, sparring those guys, grappling them, and watching them, how they train and how they prepare, for fights, was priceless. Here on Gracie takes me under his wing, and he took care of me with my grappling. Henry Gracie was grappling with me almost every day too over there. And when you grapple with those guys, anybody else is really easy, So they were smashing me, but it's all worth it. You gotta work hard and get beat in the training room so you can win in the cage. Team Black House, Daniel Warren is their Muay Thai coach. He coaches Anderson Silva, and he coaches Lyoto Machida, and also Mehdi Baghdad. And our wrestling coach over at Black House is 6-time USA Olympian Kenny Johnson. So I wrestled in high school, but I forgot how hard wrestling was. We have wrestling practices every Tuesday and Thursday there, and he puts us through hell. Our Muay Thai is Monday and Thursday. Obviously, we do striking and wrestling almost every single day. I grapple every night at the Gracie Academy, but just training like a real professional and training with real professionals, it got me so ready. And when I came home, I knew exactly how I needed to do things and how I needed to prepare. So I'm more than ready. Ricky Miller's maybe wait long enough, but I promise you it's worth the wait. So just get ready. There's a new version of me coming out. It's John McGuin, the Future Champ 2.0, and it's not just a grappler anymore. If it goes to the ground, it's going to be an easy takedown, or I'm going to knock him down to the ground. So just get ready for a new version of me. I do have a twin brother. His name's Thomas McGuin. He's got the same skill set as me. He's a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu athlete. He trains for Corley Gracie. Corley Gracie's, in my opinion, the best in the Midwest. I'd even go as far as saying he's the best outside of California right now. So naturally, he's been training hands with me and training kickboxing. His jiu-jitsu and his grappling is already on point. He was at Black House with me, and they were actually using him for jiu-jitsu a lot. So I think, actually I know he's going to take a few fights. The question is when. They always say, be patient. Greatness takes time. So he's smart, and he's just training hard. And if he wants to take a fight the next few years, he's going to do it. I see it happening. If not, he won't. So we'll see what happens. But he is training. He's been training hands and his kickboxing with me for a few years now, and he's been picking up the pace more and more. So I'm excited to see what his decision is going to be and what he's going to do. So we'll see what happens. I do always consider myself a Gracie fighter. I started out at LaGrange Gracie Academy with Chet Skemmelhorn, and he is like the purest like Ilyo Gracie guy you can get. He taught me the ins and outs of jiu-jitsu and what it's all about and what it is, and it's technique and leverage, and Chet embodies that. So he started me from white to purple belt, and built my base. Now I'm with Croyler and under Huron Gracie, and I'm always a Gracie fighter, so I'm still with the Gracies. When I fly out to LA, Huron and Henner still take care of my ground game, and when I'm at home in South Bend, Indiana, I go to Elkhart to the Croyler Gracie Academy, and Croyler takes care of me. I'm lucky right now because Croyler is just turned 26 years old, and me and my brother call him a great friend, not just an amazing training partner. So he's a hungry guy, Croyler is. He's a big guy. He's already a one-stripe black belt, and he's only 26 years old. He's special, so it's unbelievable to be able to train with somebody like that. But yeah, I'm a Gracie fighter. I always will be. It's funny. I was having Huron drop me off to the airport, and we had lunch before then, and he said, you're my Gracie fighter, right? And I said, yeah, I always will be. And he said, but you seem so Black House now. So I joined Black House, and a lot of people are like, are you still a part of, are you a Gracie fighter still? Are you at the Gracie Academy? Yes, I am a Gracie fighter. I'm still at the Gracie Academy. It's cool because a lot of guys from the Academy, like Brian Ortega, go to Black House. So it's kind of like a mix there. But yeah, I'm part of Team Black House, and I'm a Gracie fighter through and through, always. A lot of people have been training Gracie Jiu-Jitsu underneath me and MMA underneath me. We kind of keep it under wraps. Me and my brother figured out this name. It's called Area 21. It's like our little group. It's almost like Area 51, where something's going on, but you don't know what's going on inside. So we have like 10 to 15 students consistently that come every single week, and they start out as a white belt. We've already had a blue belt. John Berg's my first blue belt. We striped up a few guys as a white belt, and they cross-train at Croyler Gracie Academy too. So they get the best at Croyler's, and they get the best with us. We take good care of them, and we try to lead by example. So we not just like show them, the basic techniques of Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, but we try to like conduct ourselves as true martial artists, as samurais. So when you see us, we don't try to be assholes or like mean guys. We're stand-up guys, stand-up women, and we teach like that. And I think it starts at the top, and you have to lead by example. So yeah, we got some guys coming up, and I'll tell you what, in a few years I'm gonna have one badass fight team. So Southman, get ready. To all my followers and supporters, I want to say thank you. I love all you guys. I remember every single one of you guys. Sometimes it seems like I'm kind of like a hermit and I don't get back to everybody, but I remember everybody. All the love is amazing, Even the people like that like talk crap to me and hate me, I appreciate that too. I always say like at least they care enough to say stuff. So, but to everybody who supports me, it's just like I was gonna fight against Ricky Miller at the MFL show, and we sold 300 plus tickets, and they still showed up to the fight, and they still wore my shirts, and I wasn't even there. So they're unbelievable, and I'll tell you what, all those guys are stand-up people too. They're good people. Some have an edge and they talk for me, which is kind of cool, so I don't have to say much. But to everybody, man, God bless you. Thanks for following me and supporting me. And I carry you on my shoulder, into the cage, outside the cage, and just keep watching. There's gonna be a lot to come. So thanks to everybody for supporting me. Yeah, I have a lot to say about my next upcoming fight. They're like dubbing it the grudge match. At first, like when we were supposed to fight at the MFL show, I was thinking, why is it a grudge match? Because like I never fought him or anything before, but I guess he's got a lot of like hate towards me or animosity, and I'll just return the favor. I got a lot of hate for him, a lot of animosity, but the hate's all in a respectful way. I'll disrespect him as much as I can in the cage. You could believe that. Um, but he was unprofessional, and he didn't even show up to weigh-ins. He didn't even give me the respect to show up. I took a picture by myself, which was kind of weird, after I made weight. And like I said earlier, it's not hard for me to make weight, but it's a lot of weight for me to drop. He disrespected me. It's my turn to disrespect him when I see him. When I see him at weigh-ins, he better make weight. I know he was trying to teeter on the verge of that 5-pound allowance and get whatever advantage he can get. So what that tells me is I already mentally got him. He's trying to get an advantage on me, and like Daniel Warren, my coach at Black House, said, everybody always mentally breaks before they physically break. So when I get in the cage with him, I always say, I don't even know myself in there. I'm going to mentally break him, and then I'll physically break him. And like I said, I'm coming for his head, and he better keep his hands high and his chin low, because it's going to be one hell of a storm in there, and I don't think he knows what's coming. He better be ready. He better be prepared, and the ref better step in quick if he doesn't want Ricky to get hurt. So if you're a fan of Ricky, or if you like him, just close your eyes, because it's not going to be fun. So just get ready for war. If anybody wants to start jiu-jitsu or MMA, or want to join like my like little club or whatever we call Area 21, you can get a hold of me through Facebook. Just it's private, so just request, and I'll accept you. I have a Twitter, it's at John McGuin. I have an Instagram, at John McGuin. I can't get my number out because I think a lot of people will be leaving me bad messages. So just email me. You can email me too at jmcguin, MCGUIN, number 1 at gmail.com. And we teach like all ages and all sexes. So like women, female. We have a 15-year-old girl we teach, Barbie Davis. We have 20-year-old guys. We have an older guy I just talked to at the gym. He's like 44 years old. So all ages, all sex, everybody's welcome. It's a good atmosphere. No one's going to try to beat you up. A lot of people ask me, well, I don't want to get beat up. I promise, no one's going to beat you up. We're not sparring. We're not doing anything. We just learn technique, and it's really basic. Once we learn the basic stuff, I compare it to like the alphabet. Once we learn the alphabet, we'll start learning how to speak and put words together. So if you want to learn jiu-jitsu or MMA, just get a hold of me through those avenues, and I'll take care of you guys. The last time MMA reality show visited me, there's been a lot of changes. I've developed as a fighter. I've gotten 100 times better in my mind. I'd kill my old self in a fight. Stan has always taken good care of me. He's a great media guy. He gets all of us out there, and we can't thank him enough. Like I said earlier, I'm part of Team Black House now. I fly out to California for my training camps at the Gracie Academy and Black House. I'm a Croyler Gracie Academy student now. I was with LaGrange Gracie Academy, and I'm still under Huron Gracie. So it's kind of like a cool little mix with Huron still and Croyler. But a lot's changed, It's hard for me to like say what's changed. I'd rather show you June 6th at HFC 24. If you just come to the fight, it's $35 a ticket, or I'll have video posted after the fight, and you can check it out yourself. A lot's changed, and I'm looking to show, at HFC 24, what exactly has changed. So. As a coach and mentor, the most important thing to do is lead by example, and you never have like a minute off. You can't like be one guy when you're with your students and then you go somewhere else and be a different guy. You got to be the same guy you are behind closed doors as you are, in front of people. So you just got to be a stand-up guy, a guy that people can trust, and if they trust you, it's easy for them to learn from you. So it's just simple. Just be a good person. Be the guy that you are in front of people behind closed doors. It's as simple as that, and steer your people and your students and your followers in the right way, and just lead by example. It's as simple as that. My Gracie family is doing amazing. Corla Gracie just got married to Taylor Gracie this past weekend in Michigan. Me and Thomas got to get really close with Hollick Gracie last time we were in LA, and we got to work the Metamora show because of him, which was pretty cool. So I have some interesting news I'm not going to say right now about the Metamoras soon, so I'll leave that for later. But Henner Gracie's having a baby, so there's a little Henner on the way, hopefully. It's going to be a guy, a little Henner. And Huron's also having a baby. He should have it any day now. He might have it today. So Huron's going to have his second kid, and they're doing better than ever, man. Huron just competed for a second time in Metamoras, and you know them, there's more to come. So more Gracies, more jiu-jitsu. I do have a few shout-outs. Defense Soap, they've been with me since the beginning. So Guy Sacco is an amazing owner. He owns Defense Soap. If you're a combat athlete or you wrestle or you do any type of sport, Defense Soap is where it's at. I have an awesome sponsor that's really taking care of me and my twin brother, Thomas McGuin. Phalanx Jiu-Jitsu is probably the quickest rising brand in Jiu-Jitsu right now. So they make all the Gracie Academy gear, like their spats and their rash guards. So when you get something from Phalanx, you're getting high quality stuff. It looks good, it feels good. And the owners there, me and Thomas have talked to them, they're great people. Another new sponsor I got actually is East Race Muscle. It's a brand new gym in South Bend that's being put up. It's going to be an elite top of the line gym. They're going to train athletes, and I've already started with them. And the type of training I'm getting, personal training, has been unbelievable. Weichert Realty has been something else. He's been with me since the get-go. Jim Dunphy, he's the king of realty around here. So if you come to Notre Dame and you need a place to stay or you need a house, Jim Dunphy's the guy to talk to out of Weichert Realty. There's a few other sponsors I'm not sure if I'm forgetting, but I know there's one person I always want to thank, and that's God, the man above. Without him, you know, nothing's possible. Everything I do is for him, and all the glory always goes to God. So to everybody, thank you, all my family, friends, all my sponsors. Thank you guys so much. Without you guys, none of this would be possible. My name is John McGuin, and you're watching MMA Reality Show.
The earth is shifted and raised the gifted. You knew I'd be back, so pack your bone and hit the road, Jack. Cause daddy's home with the funky hot grits, thick like Al Roker, pumping out hits, getting chips like Oprah. I told ya, do not hate or question the music I make. I make punk, rock, and I mix it with the hip hop. I get you higher than a tree top. You wanna roll with the kid, rock. I make southern rock, and I mix it with the hip hop. Got money like 4 9. I'll forever be the kid rock, forever. The junkies are still cigar puffin', still the same, cause I ain't changed nothing. Huffin' and puffin', I got you rookies all in check, doing the redneck boogie. The king is back to retract the whack, repack my sack with the double fat back. Forget all that, I'm still singing, and like kids on monkey bars, I'm still swinging. Thought I got dusty, thought I get rusty, thought I get rich and quit, or he must be fat and ugly, broke, black and blue, but I'm trim, fit, rich, and I'm back for round 2. Red, white in the back, blue ribbon. Get right, that's how I'm living, giving you more than the frauds and fakes. They can't make the kind of music I make. I make punk, rock, and I mix it with the hip hop. I get you higher than a tree top. You wanna roll with the kid rock. I make southern rock, and I mix it with the hip hop. I got money like 4 9. I'll forever be the kid rock, forever. The black hat is back in original form. The legible, credible, inevitable storm. Way past the norm, still misbehaving. Finger in the air.